Hey, welcome back to DIY Willy. Today, well, we've got the Chevy Silverado back in the driveway today. A couple of years ago, I replaced the MAF sensor, and well, that part has failed. I'm getting a check engine light, and it's showing 3 codes. We'll check those out here in a second when we plug it back in. I'll show you those codes. So I was hoping that part would last longer. The original part lasted, about 9 years, and this part that I replaced it with, this Duralast MAF sensor, only lasted about 2 years, almost exactly 2 years. So it only has a 90-day warranty, as far as I can tell. So I went ahead and bought a new one. This time I spent a few more dollars and went with the AC Delco part. Hopefully I can get more than 2 years out of that part. So you can see right there. There's my blasted check engine light. Right there. Why? Not now. Anyway, they just pop up, I think, whenever they want to, especially after that 5-year time. There's like a clock in there, I think, that just kind of says, okay, now, bloop, let's throw this code. Bloop, let's throw that code. I don't know. But anyway, it's time to change it out. Let's look at what those codes are. So I've got my Fox wheel scanner here. We've got it in OBD2 read right here. Just go ahead and click that. It's going to link to the vehicle. It shows a little red light there that there's a problem, and it says codes found 3. So yeah, let's go ahead and erase the previous data. And so far it's been popping up on this one. So there's the first code, a PO101, and it's a mass or volume airflow A current range performance. And then the second code is a P171, which is a system 2 lean bank 1. And a PO174, which is System Lean Bank 2. So when you get these codes and you're showing Bank 1 and Bank 2, it generally means that the air coming into the system is not being metered properly, because the computer of the car cannot recognize how much air there is. So the oxygen sensors are measuring the airflow, the oxygen or the air coming out, and they have nothing to base it on with the air going in, because the mass airflow sensor is not working or not functioning properly. So yeah, it's going to be the mass airflow sensor. Like I said, I purchased a real AC Delco this time. This was $140 versus the $80 of the Duralast sensor. Hopefully this part will last a little longer. This is more towards the original equipment, if not the original equipment. And well, I've never had any bad luck with the Duralast sensors. I'm really surprised that this one only lasted 2 years. But we'll get it out, get that Duralast sensor out, get that new AC Delco system in, clear the codes, and take it for a drive and see how we did. We should be doing really good once we get these parts out. All right, so let's get that part out, replace it with the new part, and get on with this day. So your MAF sensor is right here, in with the intake from your air box going through the intake tube to the engine, and it measures the amount of air coming into the engine. And like I said before, your oxygen sensors will measure the air going out, and the computer is able to compensate for mixtures and stuff like that, air fuel ratios. So this is a T10 wrench. We can unplug the wire harness just like that, and we'll just leave it there. Come on, wire harness, there we go. And we'll just take this sensor out. They're not usually that tight. You can just you can get it with a nut driver. I'm doing it with a ratchet. They're not that long, as you can see. They're pretty short screws. Feels good to be back to work on the cars. I've been a little under the weather, had some surgery, And yeah, it's nice to get back to work on the cars. So they just lift out like that. There's the old sensor. That was a Duralast part. And we'll get the new part out. You always want to kind of make sure it is the new one. You know, exactly the same. They do look exactly the same. So a little different O-ring on it though. And never touch this area of the sensor. There's very delicate components in there. And you have an arrow right here. You can see it. The arrow is the airflow. So you want to make sure you line up that arrow. Place it back inside. We'll put the old one back in the new bag. Place it in the box. And put our screws back in. It's as simple as that. I think I have a video, a short, about doing this as well. Yeah, I really needed an extension. The nut driver would have been perfect. But that's alright. This will work. Kind of work them down a little bit on each side, make sure that O-ring seats properly. Tighten her up. Now you don't want to really wrench this because it is plastic. You know, you don't want to damage those threads, but you do want to seat that O-ring. There we go. Nice and tight. Now we just plug it in. Problem solved. Hopefully. Now we can go back inside and clear those codes. All right, so let's get it started up and check it out. Lights off. We'll just give it a scan again. After we drive it a little bit, it should take those stored codes out. And if not, I can disconnect the battery and let it clear it from there too. There's a couple ways to do it. It's got that lifter tick. I don't know if you can hear it in the camera, but if the camera picks that up. But that's that fuel management system. That is, the springs tend to collapse over time, or they stick, and it causes them to tick, tick, tick. And what the ticking is the lifter hitting the camshaft, I believe. And over time it will damage the camshaft, and I believe that's what's happening now. Those lifters are ticking, and the fuel management system could be tired, worn out. You know, this is 2011. It's about 11 years old, 12 years old. So yeah, that may be a job I want to do later on. There's a delete for that kit to take that fuel management system out, replacing the lifters with regular lifters and deleting that system. You still have to go into the computer and take it out, but you can delete it from the engine. Something maybe I'll look into later. I don't know. I definitely have to do some work up there. All right. Whoops. Check engine light came back on. What do you think that is? That's not good. Well, there you go. That was just a quick video to replace the MAF airflow sensor in my 2011 Chevy Silverado. This is replacing the one I put in about 2 years ago. That Duralast sensor that failed. This hopefully will last longer than 2 years. I guess you can kind of call this a review video maybe of the Duralast sensor, because it only lasted 2 years. I would expect to get more out of it. It had a 90-day warranty. I double checked and maybe I could get a replacement, but no. It was a 90-day warranty from receipt, date of receipt, and I didn't have the receipt anymore. So they wouldn't have honored any warranty on it anyway. But I've got the receipt in the box on this one, and this has a 2-year warranty. So pay a little bit more, but maybe get a little better quality. So yeah, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Hopefully this solves my problem, keeps the truck back on the road, and yeah, pay a little bit more and get the better part. All right, so catch you next time, and I'll see you later. Bye.